Hi, welcome back to Local Flavor. I'm Deborah Anderson, and today I'm going to share with you my very favorite salad on earth. It's called strawberry spinach chicken salad, and I've been having it and enjoying it since the 90s because when I was working in Hutchinson, my friend Joanne brought it to a potluck, and I did not think it looked good at all, and I said, that looks like none of that goes together, Joanne, and she dared me to try it. And I can rarely not do a dare, so I did try it, and it was amazing. And now I see a lot of salads with fruit in them, and I think it's kind of normal now, but this is really the greatest one. It has salty and sour as well as the sweet. So you probably want to know what it is, and I'll tell you again how it tastes at the end. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to No, I want to marinate my chicken first so that those will get some flavor set into them. This chicken will have grilled chicken on it, and I have some here that is thawed out. I'm going to do two different kinds of marinades just so we can taste the difference. I've done it both ways, and I like both. I'm going to do two of the breasts in Italian dressing. Don't forget to shake it. It always needs shaken. And the other two, I'm just going to use the old standby seasoning salt. You can never go wrong with seasoning salt. That's what we usually do because you can use it with any recipe. And if you have leftover chicken, you're not committed to one particular flavor. I'm going to set those, chicken actually absorbs flavor pretty quickly, so it doesn't need to marinate too terribly long. But I'll get them started at least. I have a marinating container, but it's ginormous, so I didn't want to waste the entire thing on these tiny pieces of chicken. So I'll get those started marinating. This needs to go in the sink later. And then I'm going to toast the almonds. And so happy to have almonds in this. It calls for sliced almonds, and I actually prefer them because they have a little bit of the brown, the shell on it. We don't need this whole bag. We only need about a 1/4 cup, so I'm going to toast them in the toaster oven. The brown stuff is where all the antioxidants are. Almonds are a big superfood right now. Great for dieters. They are really good at staving off the hunger. I'm going to put a little bit of seasoning salt on them too. Don't tell. That's just it's not in the recipe. Now this will take about 2 to 5 minutes. So while it's in there, I've got this on 350 degrees, and I'm using the bake setting on this. So we're going to let that go for 2 to 5 minutes. I could use the oven. I like using the toaster oven because it's right here where I can keep an eye on it, and it has a window to look through. And so while that is toasting, I'm going to take a chance to walk away from it and wash the spinach. I have baby spinach so that I'm just kind of being lazy. I didn't want to tear the leaves. I kind of like when they look like the edges are nice and rounded. You can use the big spinach though also and just tear it into bite-sized pieces. Hopefully, some of these are big spinach. I got cheated. I'm gonna have to tear some of these. But it says on the bag it's pre-washed. I trust no one, so I'm gonna go ahead and wash it in the sink. Plus, I love to use the spinner. This is a spinner I just picked up at Bed Bath & Beyond's. Gosh, so many years ago, it's probably obsolete by now. But that will spin the water out of it. I'm going to dump this water, and I'll store the spinach right in here. Spinach, another great diet food if you're interested. And a whole cup of spinach only has less than 30 calories, and almost all the calories are from protein. So it's packed with tons of nutrients. It even has calcium, but most of the calcium is not absorbable, so it's kind of a waste of calcium. But that should toss up to about 4 cups, I think. So that was a 6-ounce bag of spinach. And now I think it's going to take a few more seconds for the almonds, so I'm going to take a quick break already so that we have time to get those good and toasted, and we'll come back and keep assembling the salad.
A better way to warm and cool your home or business and lower your energy bill. The new degree of comfort from Rheem and Zimmerman Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning in Hayes. Make a real difference on your monthly utility bills. Get a higher level of comfort that every lifestyle deserves and every budget can handle. Energy savings, low-cost maintenance, guaranteed reliability. Performance that promises comfort and peace of mind. Rheem and Zimmerman Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, 714 East 7th in Hayes. Restaurants, gyms, salons, libraries, and more. Nex-Tech has over 100 free Wi-Fi hotspots to keep you connected.
Nex-Tech Local 1 brings you What's Happening Now, a show dedicated to events going on in our area. If you have an event and would like to be a part of What's Happening Now, contact Jenny Liker at 785-625-7070.
Angels Care Home Health, serving Russell and all the surrounding areas, is a Medicare-certified home health agency providing quality, skilled nursing services to patients in their homes or wherever they reside.
She takes my blood pressure and listens to me breathe and asks me how I'm doing.
Whatever the need, Angels Care is there to help 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Contact Angels Care today for more information on our home health services and how we can help you stay healthy. Angels Care Home Health, we serve patients.
Welcome back. It's been about 5 minutes and my almonds are beautifully toasted. So see how they're nice and lightly browned? I'm just going to set these aside to put on as a topping later. Then I'm going to use this pan with the grill pan on top. This just came with my toaster oven. It's the only thing that fits in the toaster oven. It's not anything special. Then we'll use that same toaster oven to grill the chicken. So this is the one that is seasoned with seasoned salt. I hope it's enough. Luckily I put a little on the almonds too, so that'll help. And I'm just going to do them on the same pan since it's got little holes in it. It's a grill pan. Here's the one with the Italian dressing, just a store-bought Italian dressing. And I'm going to put these in the toaster oven at about 425 degrees. And I'll keep an eye on them. I'll probably turn them about halfway through. So turning it up to 425. I'm gonna broil them, so that's what I'll do with that. And now we have more fruit to put in the salad. I'm gonna start first by rinsing off the grapes. I actually got 2 different bunches of grapes because I thought the ones looked too small. But I'll do a few of each. I'm gonna pick them all off because nobody wants to pick the stems out of their salad while they're eating. I won't do the whole bunch. Save some for the kids. They like to eat them off of the stem. Don't these ones look better though? They're more the grape shape. The other ones were kind of round. I didn't think I trusted it. So that's probably enough for our salad for now. I definitely want to rinse these because they always feel sticky to me. So I think some of the grapes burst or something while they're in there. And let me get a little bowl to keep them in. And then I'll start to work on our strawberries. What happens is this time of year is when you start to see strawberries on sale and you start thinking, it's time to make this salad. And what's interesting is every time I make it, I'm totally shocked. I never remember how much I love it. I'm going to leave the grapes whole. Sometimes I cut them in half, but if you have leftovers, that's not a good idea. But I'm going to slice up the strawberries with my little bamboo cutting board. Strawberries, you want to get them when they're nice and red. If you grow them yourself, you need to leave them on the vine until they're done getting red, because once they're picked, they won't ripen anymore. So if you see some in the store that are still kind of white, you don't want to buy them. They won't sit on the counter and ripen up like some other things will. I think I want my other knife. I like it better. I want to sneak one and see if they're sweet. They look really good. But you never can tell till you try them. These are really good. It's still fairly early, so I thought they might be a little flavorless, but they are awesome. That'll make our salad really good. The rest of the ingredients for this will have a little bit of cheese to put on top. It's not a salad without cheese. It's actually not a salad without a green, but we'll put all of the items together and toss them on our plate and top them with the cheese and the almonds. And then the very special thing about this salad, it's the dressing. It's got its own special dressing. So that's what makes it good. I wanted to tell you a secret is that when I make this at home, Doyle puts Dorothy Lynch dressing on every salad, no matter what kind it is. And I'm like, how can you put Dorothy Lynch on this salad? What makes the salad is the dressing, but good old Dorothy. Okay, well, I will finish up these strawberries, and I'm gonna need some time for the chicken to bake so I can turn it. And I'll take a short break. After I turn them and the chicken's done, we'll come back and make the dressing, and then we'll cut it. We'll give the chicken time to rest, and we'll cut it for the salad. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
You're in the right place, the see it before you buy place, the professional staff place, the have it delivered place. Frigid Air Gallery and Genuine Appliance has real stainless steel with fewer fingerprints and smudges. Ranges with true convection speed bake. Quietest in its class dishwashers. Refrigerators with the freezer on the top, the bottom, or side by side. Frigid Air Gallery and Genuine Appliance at 1224 East 27th and Hayes. The best price place. You're in the right place. New technology comes out every week, and it can be hard to keep up with the new features and buttons each new phone, computer, and tablet have. You could soon be the tech-savvy person in your family if you watch Nex-Tech University. Available on Nex-Tech Channel 1 and Nex-Tech VOD, Nex-Tech University will give you the tips and tricks to master your latest device and make you the person friends will run to with questions. Watch Nex-Tech University on Nex-Tech Channel 1 and video on demand.
Keeping your budget on track and having the things your family needs are often top of mind. Now, quality wireless service doesn't have to be a budget buster. Introducing the $40 unlimited smartphone plan from Nex-Tech Wireless. Enjoy unlimited data, texting, and calling for just $40 per month. There are no contracts required or overages to worry about. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details. Ask about the $40 unlimited plan and start saving today. Nex-Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Oh, let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a Trusted Choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associates to learn more.
Well, welcome back to Local Flavor. That chicken ended up taking about 12 minutes on each side. So I have turned it over and finished it and put it in these bowls to rest so that all the moisture stayed in them. Got all this mess cleaned up and washed everything, and now I'm gonna slice up the chicken for the salad. And I'm gonna start with the one with seasoned salt. And I have, you can make them any size you want. You know, a lot of times on the ones you get at a restaurant, they're in long strips. I like to cut them really, really thin. The first time we ever did it, it was because we had more company than we thought we were gonna have. And we thought, oh, if everyone asks for 6 pieces of chicken, we can slice them really thin and more people can get 6. But I found out I really like it better when it's sliced really thin, because it seems like almost every bite you can get a slice of chicken in, so you get a little bit of chicken flavor in every bite instead of one big bite every few bites. So, and especially with things like beef, if it's not chicken, we slice it really thin too. If there's a tough spot in the beef, it makes it less of a problem. You don't have all the trouble with the chewing. You don't notice that it has a tough spot so much when it's sliced really, really thin. I figured that out when I go to this Mexican restaurant a lot, and my favorite thing to order is tacos de carne asada, which is just steak chopped really tiny and seasoned really well and put into tacos. But sometimes if they misunderstand you, you just get carne asada, which is the plate of just the steak. And when I saw the steak it was made from, I thought I would never have ordered that. I know it's like a really flat, wide steak, and it's not very tender at all. But in the tacos, it's cut really tiny, and it is delicious and tender. So I'm thinking cutting the meat is good. I'm making a big mess here. I have another board just in case we don't want to mix the flavors. And I got another knife. Now I touched it with the same fingers though. Well, that ruined that idea. Now notice I have got a serrated knife this time, and it is mangling this chicken. I'm going to switch over to the knife with the regular edge. Serrated edges are great for breads, things that need to crumb, but it's not very nice to your meat. That's the seasoned salt. I can tell them apart because the ones with the Italian dressing have a little bit of red on them. I think it looks perfect. We did good. I was getting a little impatient. So I'm glad we waited because those look just right. So we have all of the things that we're going to put on the salad except for the cheese. And I just got an Italian blend. I think the recipe calls for mozzarella. I got one that has I like the combinations. So it's got mozzarella in it. It's a multi-blend. And we're gonna make the dressing now, my favorite part. Here's the secret. It's kind of like when you make a soup, how the broth is really what makes the difference in what your soup is gonna taste like. I think that's the key with this dressing too. So I'm going to do a half a cup. My little shaker got markings on it. I'm going to do a half cup of Italian dressing, just store-bought. And then it calls for some Dijon mustard. Now, I really, really like stone ground mustard. Sometimes I make it with stone ground mustard, or this one's called whole grain. I really like the additional interest it puts in the look of the dressing. So sometimes I make it with one or the other. I'm actually going to do a little bit of both this time. So I just need 2 teaspoons. So I'm going to make one of the teaspoons whole grain mustard. And the other one, I'll have to dig it out a little at a time. Look at this miniature, we got it at a hotel. Oh no, I'm gonna have trouble. I have to get it out with a knife. Remember those commercials? Anticipation. It's that brand. So I put one of each just because I hate making decisions, and this is a fact. Everyone knows it. And then I need a little bit of orange zest. So I have a microplane that I picked up at Destination Kitchen, and I'm just going to eyeball this. It says like a half a teaspoon, so we'll see. Orange zest is just when you scrape off a little bit of the peel. And I did wash these earlier. So you want to get any of the pesticides and things off, or all the kids who touched them in the store before you. And it makes it smell super orangey. And since I have a real orange, I had to make orange zest. I'll go ahead and squeeze our orange juice. We need a half a cup of that also, and I'll just squeeze it out of the orange. Because what else are you going to do with it? Now, oranges kind of vary in flavor too, kind of like you never know with your strawberries and your grapes. Is it going to be great? I'm using this, just a regular bowl, and I have a strainer on top that came from some antique stand mixer that I used to have, just to get the seeds from going in it. And I'll probably need about 2 oranges. Boy, I hope the people, I really got to clean this table again. It's less messy if you buy the orange juice. If you get the kind with the pulp, they'll think you squeezed it anyway. I want the most orange one, so we can try and get the greatest possibility of sweet. I wish I had, oh, that's part of, I thought I was bleeding, but it's a mustard seed. And I was like, I haven't cut myself. Uh-oh. I even got some orange juice in the almonds. It doesn't matter, they're all gonna end up in the same salad. Just relax. I wish I was stronger though, or had a real juicer, or the one that goes on your, okay, I'm just going to pour it up to 1 cup, and we are just about ready. I have this shaker bottle. Notice it's green, blue, and red because I've had all 3 colors, and I broke something off of each of them, so it's like an homage to all of my shakers from the past. Okay, I like to use this bowl to make a salad because it has nice high sides and it makes it feel more like a meal. I'm going to almost touch them with my hand when I have a perfectly nice salad fork. Now, Doyle and I, we usually put a little more spinach than the recipe calls for just because we like spinach. I'm going to try mine with the seasoning salt. So put on about a cup of spinach. I used more. And as many pieces of chicken as you want. That's probably plenty. Strawberries, have as many as you want because they're really good for you. Well, I feel greedy on the strawberries too. And then some grapes. You can make them a lot prettier. Now, when Joanne served it at the potluck, it was all mixed for us, but when we have it at home, we assemble it ourselves. Then I'm going to put on a few of the almonds. Those smell delicious. A little bit of cheese. And what else do I need? Oh, that's right, the best part, the dressing. I look forward to this because I always think, oh yeah, that's a good salad. And then I taste it and I go, I forgot how awesome this salad is. I say, be generous with it. It's mostly orange juice. So go ahead and let it all get cut up. I'm going to try and get a perfect bite that has everything in it. I've got a chicken, a strawberry, a grape, and a spinach. And there's even an almond. Look how lucky I am. A perfect bite is also a really big bite. What's great about it is the sourness and the sweet and the salty all together in one salad. You've got to try it. It makes no sense, but it's very good. See us next time on Local Flavor.